You don't have a starting problem. You have a finishing problem. You begin strong. New plan, new system, new promise to yourself. For a moment, everything feels aligned. Then something shifts, energy drops, doubt creeps in. Momentum fades, and quietly, you stop. Still, breathe once. Here's the truth most people avoid. You don't fail to finish because you're lazy. You stop because finishing threatens your identity. Starting feels hopeful. Finishing feels exposing. When you start, anything's possible. When you finish, the result is real, and real things can be judged. So your mind looks for exits. Still, most people think they quit because they lose motivation. That's not it. They quit because the emotional cost changes. At the beginning, effort feels exciting. In the middle, effort feels boring. Near the end, effort feels personal. That's where people disappear. Not because the work got harder, but because it stopped feeding the ego. Still, here's the pattern you need to see. You don't stop when things go badly. You stop when things go quiet, when there's no feedback, no praise, no rush. That silence makes you confront a dangerous question. What if I finish, and it's not enough? So you stall. You delay. You distract yourself. And later, you tell yourself a story. I'll restart when I'm ready. Still, here's the real reason you never finish. You're attached to how starting makes you feel, not to what finishing makes you become. Finishing requires endurance without validation, presence without excitement, commitment without reward. That's not taught. It's trained. Still, so here's how you fix it. First, you stop aiming for outcomes. Outcomes create pressure. Pressure creates avoidance. Instead, you commit to closing loops. One task, one session, one clearly defined end. Not build the habit, not change my life. Just complete this. Still, second, you remove the option to restart. Most people quit because restarting feels clean. New plan, fresh energy. No guilt, but restart culture kills finishers. Finishers don't restart. They resume. Same project, same path. No dramatic reset. Progress isn't clean. It's continuous. Still, third, you redefine success. Success is not feeling good while doing the work. Success is staying present when the work feels flat. The moment it gets boring, that's not a signal to stop. That's the exact moment training begins. Still, here's the shift that changes everything. You stop trying to enjoy the process, and you start trying to respect it. Respect shows up even when it's dull. Respect doesn't disappear when it's inconvenient. Respect finishes what it starts. That identity compounds. Still, finishing doesn't require intensity. It requires containment. You don't need bigger goals. You need smaller finish lines, defined starts, defined ends. When your brain knows where something ends, it stops panicking halfway through. Uncertainty creates quitting. Clarity creates completion. Still, if you've built a history of unfinished things, this is not a flaw. It's untrained capacity. Capacity is built by finishing small things consistently. One task, one project, one promise. Close the loop, then close another. Still, because the people who change their lives aren't the ones who start the most. They're the ones who finish. They don't wait for motivation. They don't chase excitement. They don't restart their identity every month. They finish, especially when it feels uncomfortable to do so. Breathe once. If this hit you, comment "finish it." Like this video so it reaches someone stuck in endless restarting. Subscribe to Vision Vortex for weekly training in discipline, clarity, and identity. Still, lead. Become